Hey, good morning, STEMmies, and welcome to Tuesday. Hope you all are sporting your ties at home. Just want to go through today's activity, pretty straightforward, but give you a couple little tips, tricks, a little explanation as you go here. So today's activity, we're looking at 14.9, which is another reading in ck12. As you go through, you can see this is all about conserving energy, both in transportation and at home. We'll definitely be doing more with this in the next couple days, but I wanted to show you a couple things for specifically for today. So if you're looking at the questions that are posted in Google Classroom in your assignment, you'll notice a couple things. First of all, there's only 2 questions that come specifically from the text. These are pretty straightforward, not too earth-shattering. The one thing I will point out is that it talked about in the article one practical way that you could save transportation energy in your own life. Now, unfortunately, in our case right now, in this quarantine, I know personally, if you've heard me talk about it before, I drive almost 45 minutes to school every day. And right now I'm driving obviously quite a bit less. So let's talk in terms of that as far as pre-quarantine life. So assume you would be going to the store like normal, going to school like normal, however you would normally get from point A to point B for all of those pre-quarantine things. Consider those while you're answering that question. Next, you'll see that there's a break and it talks about using the video at the bottom of ck12. Here's that video. It's only 3 minutes long, not super intense. It does talk a little bit in the first half about kind of different things that we're using to conserve, or not so much conserve, but the way that we're looking at renewable resources, which is just a nice little review. But then in the second half of that video, it really goes into the idea of conservation. So make sure that you're watching the whole video through and answering the couple questions we have there. And now the last thing, and it looks kind of funky on my computer because it's split up. The last thing is this table, and it says, looking at the table below and assuming that the people in both houses, so you'll see on the table there's home A in Texas and home B in New York. So assuming that the people in both houses have similar lifestyles, which home do you think will consume more energy? Now, this is one of those nice little things that we're talking about as kind of like almost like a brainstorming or a pre-assessment, or just kind of figuring out what you know. So I understand that you might not know which heating source is more efficient, whether it's oil or natural gas. That's fine. If you are someone, I know myself personally, if I was asked that kind of question, I know I would be going to the Google machine very, very fast to see what I could find, at least quickly, in a little bit of research. That's not what we're expecting you to do today. If you want to, I'm not going to stop you. But really what we want you to do is look at this list of things that they're showing us for the 2 different homes and consider what you already know. And maybe you can talk to the people in your house or talk to a friend on WebEx, whatever you want to do. But just looking at this list with what you know now or what you can easily find out, which home do you think would use more energy? So we're saying, like, I think oil has way more energy than natural gas. Or maybe I think the fact that they have ceiling insulation versus exterior walls and ceiling insulation, I think that the home A is going to use more, however that may be. But just remember that we are asking also for you, this is our science teacher's favorite term, to explain your thinking. So make sure you're not just saying house A or house B. That'll probably result in a comment and a return document that says, you didn't really explain your thinking and finish it up. So make sure you're going through looking at all the different things in each house and then explaining which one you think is using more energy. So today, that's it. You've got the relatively short reading about energy conservation, the video to watch, and then some questions to answer in the Google document pushed out to you through Classroom. So hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. It was really fun to get to see some of you and hear from some of you. I know for us in advisory, so we look forward to that next week. But for right now, if you have any questions, as always, reach out to us in WebEx or email. We'll be available from 9 to 11 in the Classroom WebEx. Any other questions pop up, just let us know. Thank you a lot. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy.